Here's why you play Natan, the space-time walker in the Gold Lane. First off, he has exceptional scaling, meaning he becomes incredibly strong as the game progresses. His high attack speed and mobility allow him to kite enemies efficiently and reposition easily in fights. Natan also deals mixed damage, making it harder for enemies to itemize against him. However, he's very squishy and struggles against crowd control effects. Additionally, positioning is crucial because a mistimed ultimate can leave him vulnerable or ineffective. Natan's passive, Theory of Everything, gains a stack of entanglement each time he or his reverse clone hits an enemy with a skill up to 6 stacks, and increases his attack speed and movement speed. His basic attack projectiles return after reaching max range, dealing additional magic damage to enemies along the way. This makes Natan a unique marksman with high mobility and sustained DPS. Natan's first skill, Superposition, shoots a dense mass of energy in a straight line, dealing magic damage to all enemies in its path. This is his primary source of burst damage and poke, allowing him to clear minion waves and deal damage from a safe distance. Use this skill often to harass enemies and maintain pressure in the Gold Lane. Natan's second skill, Interference, launches a gravitational attractor in a targeted direction, dealing magic damage and knocking enemies back. It detonates at max range, dealing extra damage and knocking back enemies again. This skill is great for peeling enemies away, disrupting their positioning, or pushing threats away in team fights. Natan's ultimate, Entropy, summons a reverse clone that lasts for several seconds at a set distance. The reverse clone mirrors Natan's actions in reverse and inherits a portion of his basic attack and skill damage. He can swap places with the clone anytime while the ability is active. This skill is Natan's mobility tool, allowing him to dodge attacks, chase enemies, or escape dangerous situations. Each hit also reduces the cooldowns of his other skills, making it essential for extended fights. A typical skill combo for Natan is to first start by summoning his reverse clone with his ultimate, then use the second skill to knock back enemies, follow up with the first skill for burst damage, and finish them off with basic attacks. The clone will also be attacking in reverse, adding extra damage, and if needed, use the ultimate second cast to reposition yourself safely. Moving on to builds, I usually build Arcane Boots, Feather of Heaven, Genius Wand, Starlium Scythe, Holy Crystal, and finally Divine Glaive. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best spell for Natan in my opinion is Flicker, as it provides an extra escape or repositioning tool, especially since he is vulnerable to crowd control. Natan is strong against slow moving tanks like Tigreal and Katokacha because he kites them easily while dealing consistent damage. His ultimate allows him to dodge crowd control by swapping positions, making it difficult for tanks to lock down. Additionally, since he deals mixed damage, tanky enemies struggle to build the right defense items against him. On the other hand, Natan struggles against high burst assassins like Saber and Eudora, since their targeted crowd control and burst damage can eliminate him before he can reposition. Heroes like Franco or Charja can also shut him down with their suppression abilities, preventing him from using his mobility to escape. Natan works best with engaged heavy initiators like Johnson and Alpha, while he deals damage from a safe distance. He also pairs well with heroes that provide shields or crowd control, such as Angela Atlas, allowing him to focus on damage output. You should upgrade first skill level 1 and prioritize maxing it first for the highest damage output. Upgrade second skill to secondary priority, and most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Playing Natan requires good positioning and a smart usage of his ultimate. Since he relies on his passive stacks for mobility and attack speed, you should always aim to hit enemies with skills to maintain his power in fights. His basic attacks return to him, meaning you can position yourself to hit enemies twice with a single shot. His second skill is great for peeling enemies, so save it to push away diving assassins or knock enemies into your team. In fights, always be ready to swap positions with your reverse clone, either to chase an enemy or to escape danger.